Hello and good afternoon. It's 3 something and welcome to Darling Workshop. And nice to see you, nice to see me. It's kind of cold today in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So I got 2 layers of clothing. LOL. So how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Now, to make this, okay, I made a kind of oblong square, the big one, okay? I use this to create this chain, okay? These two goes together like that. So what I did is just bangles, okay? You can create your own bangles. I got about make a necklace is about 17 of this. The wire is 3 mm, 3 millimeter, okay? And what I did for this, instead of in the middle is, the middle of this is the opening. I did it cut wrong. They become cut over there. So I become a clever right away. So I made a spiral to hook it up. That way it won't be loose when you put the bangle or something. So we're going to try to cut in the middle this time, okay? I know it's not easy, but this is 3 mm flat wire. Let me see if I can. All we do is try it anyway. Let's make a loop or coil. Then I remember the words is coil. Okay. Surround it like this. Let's see. Make one more coil around. And don't make it too tight because you're not going to remove it. So I stop it right there. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to cut that from there over here. So that see, it's not too tight, that way you can remove it. There we go. How's that? All right. So remember, this is a flat wire, 3 millimeter. Okay. You can go 5 millimeter if you want. So, excuse me. Okay, so we got it over here. You can see how the ends look like, okay? Now, so what we're gonna do is spread it like this. I don't want to follow this to cut. I think I have to follow to cut. I want this opening is over here in the middle of that. So we're gonna start to follow that. Don't follow this, because if you cut that, you're gonna end up in the opening is in the corner like that. I want the opening is in the middle. So we don't follow that. We follow that kind of method if we making a round jump ring, okay? So, since, now we're gonna think it is, let's see what happened. Let's try to cut in the middle. Okay, see what will happen on that. Cut in the middle. Okay, there it is. We cut it. No, just the extra. Oh, now, so we cut it in the middle, so we just gonna follow that. See that? Right there. We have to follow that cut. Okay, try to make in the middle. By George, there it is. In the middle. Instead on the corner. This is no good. And this is the right in the middle. Okay, now, see, it close easy. Since this is soft, okay, when you make chains length, it might get heavy and this will fall wide open, and then you have to lose the bangles or something, okay? So you always clean that. Get this. Clean the edges. Plus cut. Make sure it's not crooked. So try to get that extra there. See, it's better that way. There you go. So we're gonna try to follow this one here and cut that to make in the middle. Not this one here. No, it's gonna end up you get it in the edge. So this one's in the middle. See what happened. By George, we did it again. Okay? It's in the middle. Closing up in the middle. Oops. This is bangle bangle. Okay, now that's in the middle right there. You always clean to make it look better. Plus cut. There you go. Now, see, we got two kind of oblong square, okay? And then we are going to have to cut that to make a hole. Make sure this is straight. You always check the tool. So it's straight. Not too much, just moderate little touch. Okay. Now, I'm going to make a hole on there because I want to close that. Wrap it with a 32 gauge. 32 gauge is the smallest wire to wrap. Good for wrap. So what I do, I just Gonna cut that, not make a hole. Okay? Make a mark before you punch a hole. Let's put some light. Okay. So that we see what we're doing here. I'm going to punch a hole right there. I don't need a, excuse me. I used to mark this, but not anymore because I already know what I'm going to do. So you punch that. There's a hole in there. Okay, it's in the back. See, they make a metal pointing in the back. So you got to cut that too. You see right there? Right there. This one. You are going to trim that. Got that. There, see? Try just to clean that up. Or if you can touch it and file it up, but not too much. Okay? If this thing kind of bending, just make it like this. Make it right. So that is just right there. This is almost perfect. That's easy for you to wrap. So I'm doing the next one. I calculate this already. But for you, the beginner, you put some mark. Okay, marker. To punch that hole. Okay? You just have to work it out. To loosen it up, to pull this. There we go. So you get another thing there to trim. It's gonna be like that and just adjust it. Okay. And cut this a little bit because it's too too far from the hole, so you're gonna cut the extra one. See, it's gonna be look like this. Okay, like that. And so we're gonna get the I think it's 32 gauge. I'm not sure because see, this is Japanese wire and they show and change heck, I don't know what that means. It's 0.4. I don't know what that means. So it's 32 is the smallest skinny one. So we're gonna try that. That's what I use for this one. Okay. Very flexy, and you can use your finger, but don't force it with the tools. You can use the tool for emergency, that you cannot twist it with your finger. So let's try 8. Okay, Let's try 8 inches long. We're gonna make 2 because of that one there. Okay. It's bangle, so don't worry about it, because when you wear this, you know, it's gonna be bangle. Okay? That's why they call it bangle. They move around. There you go. Okay, when you're gonna insert this, do that in the middle, 32 gauge, and you hold it. It's gonna be hard, but it's okay. Don't give up. You know, just like you holding what do you call that? Chopstick. And then you're gonna put that in a hole. Make sure it's even, the length. So when you insert that, you pull it. Make sure it's even. Okay, so pull it slowly. Take your time. Don't be rushing. Nobody chasing you. And after you, like a bill collector, LOL. Excuse me, tools. So there you go. Make sure, because the purpose is to tie that hole, and you push it closer, because this one here, the left or right, whatever you prepare to start or to do something, right or left, you gotta put this one to the hole, like that. The purpose is to tie it up a little bit more. Okay, you insert that, right there. Sometimes don't cooperate. Make a room, that way you can insert this wire. A whole lot. There. Have a lot of patience. You insert that. And you pull to make it tighter. Okay? Tight. Don't worry about that. It look bulky over there. Okay, so in this one here, you put the hole in the other side. It's opposite way. Okay? You put that in the other side. There. Okay? Now you pull this together in the back, and you make a twist. It's like what I'm doing right now. If you make a twist, you hold your finger there and twist, that way you can control your twisting. twist, you know, twisting like that, and you can check. Not too tight, not too loose, okay? Make sure it's parallel like that. You get room to twist. See, you always check. Yeah, it's gonna be like this twist. Okay, it's gonna be look like that. Okay, I'm back to see what this is gonna be look like. It's a twist, okay? And then in the middle, see right there in the middle, you have to wrap that to cover that gaps, the one we just made punch a hole. You cover that, okay? Cover the hole. You go back. Don't go back like this. No, you go back where you started. Don't worry about it's getting full, because you can, you know, do it like this. Squeeze it and make a like that. And then the leftover, that's why you started making a spiral, okay? You can make a spiral out of that with this tool. Somebody's doing a cutting grass. With this tool, you make a spiral. This is a round flowers, round nose. Okay, you make the round like that. Then you grab another tool. This is a twister nose tool, long beak, like a bird beak, and you just swirl, make a spiral. Like that. And then you just cover that with a spiral. And it look like this. Okay? And you can adjust that. See, at least in the middle, kind of middle, but see, we just doing practice to put it in the middle, cut that in the middle. There you go. And then before you close this one, you make sure you insert this. You open this not like this. You open this like this. Okay? Not like that. And then you do the same procedure. Clean it up first and make a punch hole and get the wrapping gauge 32, and then you started wrapping the same what I did. Okay, they'll become like this. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, Don't close that first before you insert the other one. Okay? It's gonna be one by one procedure. But thank you for watching. Have a blessed Sunday. See you next time in my content. Bye-bye now.